Today I want to go over a very common tracing line, a neck torso tracing you see pretty often in so many people's flow use. So how does it work? One thing is you will be guiding the fibers behind your back. So if you have your handle in the hand here on the sofa side, so your right hand, the other hand will be behind the back, guiding the fibers. If you're not familiar with this guiding fibers, check out my other tutorials on this topic. So you kind of pin the fiber bundle here behind your back, so you can lace through here. And from here, the hand that comes around behind your back, you go all the way around in front of you to the opposite side of your neck. So not the home side of the neck, but the opposite side. Then come down in front, there you let go of the fibers behind your back, regrab your fibers here in front of you, and this hand can help to get the fibers off your neck. If you get a bit stuck there, you can try to trace really loose, but sometimes on bare skin you'll get stuck nonetheless. So this hand can help here get the fibers off the neck. From here, then both hands go around behind your back again, to the position you just had, regrab the fibers behind your back and go around for the next round. So that's already this basic neck torso lace. Show you from behind again, still the same side. So we'll start here, behind your back, go around all the way around to the opposite side of the neck, come down in front, you let go of the fibers here, regrab the fibers in front of you, and so forth. So that's the basic trace. Demonstrating it also for the other hand, because that's what you need for the next step. So this time take your handle in the hand of the peace lily side, your left hand. Your right hand will be behind the back for the start, guiding the fibers here. Then you come round with your hand here on the peace lily side, go around all the way to the opposite side of the neck, come down in front, regrab the fibers here, and you go with both hands behind the back, let go of the fiber bundle, regrab the fibers behind your back, and so forth. Like this. Also show this from behind the back. Start in this position, then the left hand goes around in front to the opposite side of the neck, comes down in front, you let go of the fibers here, regrab the fiber bundle in front, and continue. When you regrab the fibers here, you don't always need to really grab them. You can just take your wrist for wrist movement, or just put your arm through, then the fibers will slide up to your shoulders maybe, depending on how far you go there. So you can play with that, just grabbing the fibers, just taking your wrist, or just putting your arm through. And of course, for both sides. Like so. It's a very nice move you can also mirror if you do a handoff behind the back, or you can also do a handoff in front, but step by step. As a general rule, when you're tracing, lacing around your body, whenever you come to a point where you regrab your fibers or do the next wrist movement, you can also do a handoff, and you can use this, for example, to mirroring moves. And for this basic torso lacing, neck torso lacing, it will look like this if you do the handoff behind the back, or like this if you do the handoff in front. And you can also do two handoffs, and then you just always go around the same way without changing a direction. And of course you can do this in both directions, if you don't drop the whip. So how do these work? If you struggle with handoffs in general, I got an extra tutorial for handoffs with a few tips, so maybe check out this one too. For mirroring with the handoff behind the back, you start your basic lacing here from behind the back, go around the opposite side of the neck, rig up the fibers at the front, and the next time when you come around, there's a point you let go of the fibers here, and there you do your handoff. And what I usually do is to slide with the hand that passes on the handle in this reverse fiber whip. Very loose, just creating a little loop with one or two fingers and the thumb, so the fibers can slide through. Then you got your other hand, go all the way around your neck to the opposite side of the neck, come down in front, regrab the fibers in front, and when you come back behind the back with both hands, let go of the fibers here, hand off the handle, slide into this reverse fiber grip, and then you can continue it like this. For the hand off in front, starting again in the same position, just here behind your back, come around in front, then you let go of the fibers here, and there's the point where you pass on the handle, so just grab it loose between your fingers and it kind of just drops into the other hand. And then this hand can re-grab the fibers here, do wrist movement, or just put your arm through for the next round. Behind the back, the usual re-grab the fibers here, so you go around the neck for the next round, pass on the handle to the other hand, re-grab the fibers, and so forth. And then for this last one, you just combine both, just drop the handle here into the other hand in front, and then immediately pass it on behind your back. And for the next round in front, you can always use the same hand. So this time here it's the hand on the sofa side, will be your left hand if you mirror me. So you go around, drop it into the other hand, pass on behind your back, and you're coming around here on the same side again. So be the same thing, of course, for the other hand. Start here, around the neck, pass on the handle, pass on the handle here behind your back, and there you go. So much for this tracing line. You can do all kinds of variations of this if you not just go around the torso, but you can go around your legs from there. I got an old tech demo out there with all kinds of variations. Maybe check that one out. I think if you got the basics down, what to do, you can apply this to all other tracing lines around your body, if you're not getting stuck like this. So, something like that. Play with that and maybe you discover new tracing lines.